So I'm really excited. I'll be giving a talk at the Fredericksburg Food Co-op on Monday, June 19th at 7 p.m. And I'll be in conversation with Mr. Sonny Holmes and Mrs. Alexa McNeil, who are both residents of Mayfield. And we'll be talking about the history of Juneteenth and Emancipation Day celebrations here in Virginia. Mr. Sonny Holmes has been doing a lot of research on experiences of enslavement here in Fredericksburg. So he'll be talking about that and how excited people were when they finally found out that they were free.
And that's Juneteenth, even though it's been around, we haven't really done much with it, or a lot of people still don't understand a lot about it.
Yeah, so I just moved from Texas, which is where Juneteenth started. Right. And so I've been doing a lot of research on Juneteenth for years, but now that it's more of a national holiday and more people are kind of invested in it, it's a really good time to talk about the history of Juneteenth, but also to talk about enslaved people and their experiences.
And I think as people learn more about it, it does hold a lot of significance.
It does, and I think it's really important that we celebrate it and that we recognize its importance, but the most important thing about it is that there were all of these enslaved people who finally found their freedom on that day and got to do things like make choices about where they went and who they worked for and finding their families, and I think that's really important. It was a very exciting and important time, but it also didn't solve all of the problems that had been started by the period of enslavement, and so I've done a lot of research on kind of the first decisions that enslaved and formerly enslaved people made when they found out that they were free.
Well, and those are stories and those are things, as we talk about programs in June, that the museum will be able to talk about.
Yes, absolutely. And we'll also be talking about Juneteenth at another program on June 20th at Germanna Community College, where Sarah Ernst and I will be discussing Juneteenth and also thinking about Black arts here in Fredericksburg. Sarah Ernst has done some amazing work on finding out more about Black artists here in Fredericksburg and in Virginia. And so it'll be really fun to get to showcase some of those stories at that presentation.
Anything else going on in June that we need to know about?
Yes, so it's actually the last date for my Black Businesses and Entrepreneurship in Fredericksburg, 1787 to the present walking tour. So the final one will be on June 25th, which is a Sunday at 11:30 a.m. And this is such a fun tour. We talk about the DeBaptiste family, who are some of the earliest free Black family here in Fredericksburg. We talk about Joy Crump from Foodie, which is one of the most beloved Fredericksburg restaurants here, and lots of other stories in between.
Has that been fun for you? It sounds like it.
Oh my gosh, it's been so much fun. I love doing the research, and it's just been a pleasure to get to, share stories that people don't know about. My favorite story is the story of Mr. Sonny Dyson, who owned several businesses on the 500 block of Princess Anne in the mid-20th century, and I just love being able to share those stories with people and get to hear their, excitement when they find out something new.
As you, that's someone fairly new in the community, and being able to find stories that none of us know about, that's kind of interesting. That it's all kind of come together, and I can tell that you have enjoyed that.
Oh my gosh, it's my favorite thing. Like I said, I came from Texas, and I was a little worried that coming in, people wouldn't want to hear from a person who just came from Texas about Fredericksburg stories, but I've been so privileged to learn so many stories from community members, from professors, from all sorts of people here, and now to get to share them and get to learn more is my favorite part of the job. The Fredericksburg Area Museum has so many stories, so many artifacts, so many just amazing things here, and I would love for people to come by, come visit, take a tour, visit our website. We have a lot to share, and most importantly, we're here for the community, so we want people to come in and to take advantage and to learn from us, and so that we can learn from them too.